Let that dog năng ở trái phải khiến nhau
you
là nó
wonder
sẽ
if,
chế
if
nên sao
that
nó lại cũng thay
person,
nhau
was in
không
the
biết ở
area
lại nữa.
and saw. Yeah, you wonder if
Còn
that
lại
was
cái kho
intentional.
lấy
We've
chỗ
seen
tôi
that
sáng là
in
chỗ nên
pursuits that
nhìn
we've
nó
covered
phải
in
chỉ
the
bao
past, where
làm với
people
cả này
decide to put
là
themselves in the
chế
path of the pursuit to try to bring it to an end. And I'm sure the police, appreciate your effort, but they don't want you to do it. It endangers you. It could endanger other members of the public, so they don't want you to do that.
lúc xưa nó giờ có ý mong plot cho xe nhớ đầu South California họ nói nhớ đầu Los Angeles là the police chasing Los Angeles police chasing them breaking news.
We're getting on a major street now that runs through the area. A lot of you will be familiar with that. It's San Fernando Road. San Fernando Road is a street that runs parallel with the 5 freeway through this area. It's usually a great alternate if you're stuck in traffic on the 5 freeway. So anyone who travels the 5 freeway is going to know San Fernando Road. And through this stretch, San Fernando is on the east side of the freeway. There's points and times that San Fernando Road will actually cut to the west side. But through this stretch that he's on right now, he's on the east side of the road, passing near the Rio de Los Angeles State Park. He's actually headed southbound. So if he continues headed in his current direction, which is south, he's going to get back towards towards the 110 freeway. And one of the things that we've seen is we haven't really seen him get on the freeway much during the course of this pursuit. It's been running now for about 50 minutes, and we've only heard of him getting on the freeway once. That's when he got on the 10th freeway. Other than that, though, he prefers to stay on surface streets, and perhaps there's some reason behind that, perhaps there isn't. But at least for now, he continues to make his way here on San Fernando Road. Yeah, I actually feel comfortable moving the camera a little wider just so we can take a look. And there really is no traffic. San Fernando Road usually isn't too busy at this time of the night. We understand that this is the portion where it becomes Avenue 26. So he's continuing eastbound now on Avenue 26. Yeah, eventually he can, oh, there we go. He might be getting on the freeway here. This is, we believe he's getting on the 110. We'll be able to confirm that. Yeah, this is kind of where they all come together. So he had a couple of options whether to get on the 110 or the 5, but I'm hearing that the airship is correcting himself. He's now saying that this is the southbound 5. So this is the southbound 5 coming away from the 110 freeway. We're just passing the Broadway Avenue exit, continuing southbound here on the 5. And I can tell you as someone who commutes on the 5 freeway every day that I know that just up ahead there is construction. I've been running into that construction every night. So I'm sure that this guy will encounter that as well. Hopefully the construction crews that are out there tonight are tuning into our broadcast and hopefully stay out of this guy's way because he just wants to get away. He doesn't care if he hurts somebody in the process. Yeah. As the wife of a sheriff's deputy, I can tell you that jail is not a nice place, but this guy deserves to be there after making us and the CHP chase him for the last 50 minutes, endangering the general public. He's a DUI driver, allegedly. He's a reckless driver for sure. We definitely recognize that from a news chopper report, from both the news chopper reports tonight. He's never been in a pursuit, but what's really great is we have such a great relationship with our law enforcement community here at NBC that when my husband is aware of some police activity that he thinks would be newsworthy or worthy for our viewers to see, he does tip us off to it so that sometimes he'll tip us off to pursuits, he'll tip us off to some police activity that may be going on. So we definitely appreciate that, and we definitely love our law enforcement partners and the guys down here who have been chasing this guy now for the past 50 minutes. Kudos to them that they're willing to protect the public, keep their cool as they continue to chase after this guy now here on the southbound 5 south of the 110 freeway. Exactly. And, you know, in fact, we joke about that, you know, sometimes when here in the shop before, we do help the authorities to detain people. And so I have a running count of how many people I've helped arrest. So, of course, I don't have as many as he does, but I'm hoping to increase my numbers.
Nó lên ta xin nó cho cái chuyện cái ha thâu cái cầu ít bộ cầu đá nữa giờ còn nó này chỉ là nó cho cái nó cái một cho phụ cái từ nữa nó cho hai ta xin nó.
Yeah, he's actually making the transition here, and he has a couple choices here. It looks like he's going to stick to the 5, but this is eastbound 60 is what he chose. So he's taking the eastbound 60. So this is right in the heart of East LA. This is where the 5, the 60, the 10 all come together. So he had plenty of choices. He chose to stay on the 60. Yeah, and that's why the CHP believes that he's familiar with this area, because he's not gravitating too far from it. He kind of keeps circling the same area. He was at first circling it on the streets. Now he's circling it on the freeways. I am getting word up over our traffic police scanners that the word spike strip is coming into play. So they're definitely considering spike strips. We, of course, are not going to reveal where that's going to take place in case somebody is giving this guy some tips as to what he's hearing over our air. So for now, we'll just leave it at that. There is the possibility that spike strips will be used later on in this pursuit. Yeah, he's definitely picking up speed, and if we say that car there, if he's going at freeway speeds, if he's going at 65 miles an hour, this guy is definitely closer to the 80 mile an hour range. Just passing Indiana here, continuing on the eastbound 60, and let's see what he does here. It seems like he may be setting up to exit or just moving to that far right lane. The CHP is moving right behind him though, so we'll see what he decides to do here. Oh, he is exiting. Yeah.
So tính sẽ cho ít bữa xa kề ở nó sẽ có chỗ.
I do check. I used to own this same car, not quite this color, of course, but I can tell you that the miles per gallon weren't great. No offense to Oldsmobile, but it was about 15 miles a gallon. Oh, we might, yeah, it might be, yeah. Go ahead, Colleen. Yeah. I would get about 15 miles a gallon on this car. So I think on a full tank, I mean, I couldn't go very far. I had to fuel up about every other day to make it up here to News Shopper 4 in Pacoima from Orange County. So, oh, there we go, splitting through cars there. Blew the red light, continuing eastbound. So the gas mileage isn't very great on it. We've been following him now for an hour, so we know that he's at least an hour down in his gas tank. It's unclear how much he had to start with. But if he had a full tank, I mean, he can't go very much further. At the very most, if he had a full tank, he could maybe get another hour out of it. But we know that the CHP has plenty of patrol cars that could just step right on in and replace the ones that are currently in this pursuit, get right behind this guy, and send this guy to jail. Oh, losing control here, losing control. Whoa! This may be it, guys. Okay, driver door is open. Driver is running.
Yeah, no, to do that. Let's control the
there he is. Okay, here's the CHP car. He's going to come right up to him. I hope this guy gives up because we don't want anything. Oh, there he is. Oh, tackled by that officer there. This again is all happening here in the East LA area. The closest major streets are going to be Cesar Chavez and Medlink, right outside of a local establishment here. He's currently being taken into custody. It's hard to tell from our perspective if he's wrestling with the officers at this point, but there are plenty of officers here willing to take this guy into custody after he made them chase after him for a good hour through the streets of East LA, through onto Elephant Hill in El Sereno, on our surface streets, on our freeways, but finally it's all coming to an end here in the area of East LA.
là chọn tao tụi nó kia
See,
cho
I'm
nên
gonna
lúc
use
lúc
my
phải
governor
cả
just so we
họ
can
bao
see
giờ cái đại
exactly
thì lên là
what
chọn
this
nữa
establishment is.
thì cho nên
One
sẽ hôm nay do qua ít
rotisserie
phút
chicken. So
đọc
this all
kề
came
đó
to an end just
sẽ lại
outside
và
of the
xin nó
one
ta xin nó do
rotisserie chicken. We see
có ý một
one
chỉ
bale
cho xe
now
phía
in
cho chạy
custody.
cả
I'm
món
waiting
nó
to hear
nó
on
là
the
nó chỉ
scanner
liệu tí có
if in
xe
fact there was a
có thể nó là
passenger.
chọn nhớ
I
đã là sinh
haven't
nữa
seen them clear the car
chọn tao
just
tụi nó
yet.
là
But as far as we can tell, just preliminary information here, we
tụi
just
nó
have
nói
this
từ là đúng
one
nè
driver now in custody.
nó chỉ đúng à rồi lên mẹ à
There's the car there, Chuck. Yeah, ended up straddling both the north and southbound lanes here.
ok let's start tụi nó chỉ phải xem nó là coi breaking news do California Los Angeles police chasing lúc phải giờ lúc liên ở đây chỉ là đại học họ plug trên một chiếc tàu trên tàu kia là sát tông nữa là
I think we're off the air. I'll get the plates. I think they're Texas plates, though.
แต่ถ้าจะเราlúc phải nó phá chỉ là sinh play là chúng là sẽ cái còn là tôi sử dụng Thái
Sure, Jack. It's a Texas plate. I don't know if you can run those, but here you go. What is it, Jack?